Hey guys, I'm Kelvin from Raw Coding. Today I'll be showing you how to design and build a form from scratch on your Wix website. Hi guys, I'm currently in the Wix editor and today we'll be creating a form on Wix. To add a form, press the Add button on the left, go under Contact, and you'll be faced with a variety of form designs that you can add to your website. Forms are great in acquiring input from your users. You can add a contact form for user inquiries. You can also ask for job applications, and you can also ask for specific support and testimonial feedback. As you can see over here, Wix gives you a few examples that you can use forms for, but obviously you might have your own reasons to create a form. And what we'll do today is start a form from scratch and add all the form elements to it. So I'm just going to drag in the first one over here, drop it into my Wix editor. This is a standard Contact Us form, and it allows your users to input their contact details into the form fields so that you can contact them later on. To start a form from scratch, just delete the elements. So now you have a blank form that you can add your own form elements to. Before creating this video, I made a form design that will ask my users to provide their feedback on how they find my videos. I've taken a picture of this form design, and as a reference, I'm just going to put the picture into the Wix editor so I can design the form from the picture. To add the picture, I'm going to press Add, Image, My Image Uploads. I'm going to select my form design picture and add it to page. So I'm going to title this form Viewer Feedback Form, and it basically asks my viewers what they think of my videos. So I'm going to ask for a first name, last name, email address, their phone number, what ideas they would like to see in the future, how they would rate my videos on an average scale, and if they are a regular viewer or not. I'm only going to set some of these form fields as required, so on others, the user will not need to input their information. We're just going to start the form now by pressing on our form and selecting Add Elements. It's great because under the recommended section on the left, you can type in pre-annotated form fields. So this is basically form fields with the title inside of them already. So what we are going to do, we're going to add a first name field. We're going to add a last name field by pressing Add, the little plus box over here. We're going to add an email address field and a phone number field. Next, we'll go on the text tab on the left and add a paragraph field by pressing the Add button. Next, we'll go on the selection tab and add a single selection field for this Are You a Regular Viewer? And lastly, we'll add a rating field. I'm just going to quickly run through the rest of these fields. So the checkbox field allows the user to check that they agreed to, for instance, terms and conditions. So it's a single checkbox. The multi-selection field allows your users to select multiple answers. And the drop-down field allows you as the creator to type in a variety of answers that the user can simply choose from on the drop-down. So this is similar to a single selection field. If we go on the date category on the left and look at the date field, this allows the user to select a date. If you add this into your form, the upload option allows the user to upload a file, but this is only available on the upgraded version, so you have to pay for this. And the subscription category labels the user as a subscriber in your contacts database. So the contacts database is an external database that is linked to your Wix website, and users are labeled in a certain way depending on how they became a contact. So if they bought a product from your website, they will be labeled as a customer. If they just subscribe to your newsletter, they would be in the subscribe category. So there's various categories that you can put your customers into to target the right ones. So let's design our form. Now we have all our elements inside of them. I'm just going to rearrange the single form elements by clicking on them and then dragging them to their respective area. So now that we've laid out our form fields correctly, we're just going to add a title to this one over here. Click on it, press Edit Field, and select Show Field Title. We're just going to add our title over here. Press Enter once you've done that, and it will create a title just above the form field. Placeholder text is the text within the field itself. So all these words that you see within these forms are placeholder texts. If you tick this little box over here, you can select this field to be required. This field in particular will not be a requirement to answer. but others will be. So we're just going to change the others in a second. I'm just going to swap these two around. So next we're going to change the star ratings. Select the field and then press setup ratings. The title text will be how do you rate my videos? And over here you can choose the text correlating to how many stars the user selects. So if they select 1 star, it will come up over here as pretty bad, not so good, 3 stars will be good, 4 stars will be very good, and 5 stars will be awesome. But you can change this, say for instance 3 stars will be okay, and then it will change 3 stars to okay. So under the general settings, we will select this one as a requirement to answer, so that the user will have to answer this to submit the form. And to create the form field titled "Are you a regular viewer?", we are just going to change this one at the bottom. We're going to press Manage Choices. We'll delete these ones. So we can actually edit the choices without deleting everything. So we'll press yes on this one, and then we'll create a new choice saying no. Under Edit Field, we'll create a title, and we'll also set this one to Required. So once we are satisfied with the initial layout and design of the form, we can work on the colors. So what you'll need to do is actually change the colors of each form field. I'll show you the first one over here, and the rest are basically the same. To change the color of the first one, I'm going to select the form field, press the design icon, press Customize Design, and you will see that there are 4 separate tabs. So we have a regular tab, which will basically just be how the form looks regularly. We'll have a hover tab, focus, and an error tab. We'll start on the regular tab, select it, press full color and opacity, and we'll change the background to a blue, similar to the one on the left. Next, we'll go on the border tab, change the border color to purple. We'll also change the text color to white, and the placeholder color to white as well. Next, we'll select hover from the tab at the top. We'll change the background to the same color as the form background on the left. And we'll change the border color to purple again. We'll also change the width to 3. Next, we'll go to the focus tab. So this is when the user has actually clicked on the form and typing in the information. Under full color and opacity, we'll change the background color to blue again. And on the border tab, we'll change the border to purple again. We will also set the width of the border to 3 again. And then we'll go from the focus tab to the error tab. Under full color and opacity, we'll change the background to red and the border to white. The error tab basically means that if the user types in a number or an incorrect symbol into the field or doesn't answer the field, it will go red and alert the user where the error lies. So if we go back again, I'm just going to change the rest of these fields to the design that we've created for the first one, but I won't be running through everything again, and I'll just do this quickly. Once we've changed the color of the fields, we'll be changing the background of the actual form. The background will be the same as the color within the field, to give it the same appearance as the design on the left. To change the color of the form, press anywhere on a blank space within the form, select Design, Customize Design, select Container Box. On full color and opacity, select the background. What we'll need to do is add a Submit button to the field so the user can submit their information. Click on the field, press Settings, and then press Restore Submit button so visitors can send their answers. Drag that down to the bottom. We'll also want to restore the success message, which will basically tell your users if the form was submitted successfully. Under the Submissions tab, you also want to type in your email. This will be the email that the form submissions go to. As discussed earlier, any user that submits a form will be labeled within your contacts database. You can select the label that will be added to their contact within your contact database. Now, if we publish our page and visit our site, we can scroll down and submit a form. So there's a few things that we just need to change. Make the hover border color purple and change the background to the same background as the form. So now if we click submit, it will say thank you for submitting, and that means our form was submitted successfully. I've just checked my emails on Raw Coding UK and I can see that an email has just come through from the form over here. So as you can see, this is all working perfectly. Thank you so much for watching this video. This concludes creating a form on Wix. If you are interested in joining Wix, please do click on the link in the description below. This will basically tell Wix that you joined through me and it helps me out a lot. If you would like to see more videos on Wix tutorials, check out my YouTube channel and please do subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye bye.